chaotic down here. The idea is a bowl, like the Hollywood Bowl, where you would where plays used to be put on in the past. Well, being in the arts, we all know how arts get started. They sort of are very slow to come on, and it's just 2 or 3 committed people to the community that want to see, the visual arts, theater, music, be a part of any fledgling community. And New Albany was the same way. It started with just a really core group of people committed to the community, and knew that all communities, one of the most important parts to community building is the arts. And so the piece was designed to say, it runs from chaos, which is on this side, around to this side, to order. So, and from what I can hear and read and understand, New Albany has a phenomenal theater program now in your high schools, and not only regionally known but nationally known, and so it just speaks to that. So this would be today, and that would be the beginning.
Yeah. You want one more up here next week?
Yeah, probably.
What color do you want on that? What are you doing?
So why 2x4s? How did you start building in this form and using this material?
When I was a little boy, my grandfather worked in he ran a furniture factory. And one Christmas, he gave my 2 brothers and I 4 big boxes of little poplar blocks. And we had so much fun with those. And then 40 years later, I'm just sort of sitting around my studio and I'm like, wow. And after that, we started thinking about Habitat for Humanity and doing things a little more community-oriented. And so we called Habitat for Humanity, and they were very nice. And we told them that a lot of sculptures we win have a timeline, like a year or 2, and that we would be willing to donate the lumber to Habitat for Humanity. So now we have homes all over Australia, Indianapolis. There's a home in Indianapolis, South Dakota, and now in New Albany.
What got you interested in doing public art in the first place?
It's what we do. We make art, and we've been very fortunate to win some pretty significant public commissions, and it's what artists do. It's what sculptors do. We do work, and it's never big enough once you put it out in the landscape. So you make one piece, well, the next piece has to be bigger, because the planet's a big place. So you put sculpture on the planet, you're sort of always thinking, oh, I've got to do something bigger and better. But it is what we do. It's what we put our hands to. Thank you so much. I mean, it's just a real pleasure to be here, and you just don't know how much this means to a community until years later, and you look back and know that these are significant parts of any real, true community. I mean, it's just so vital. It's like church and government and art. It's just such an important part of any community, and this is a great work you all are doing here. We're grateful to be here.
Skyline. It looks like an old prison.